Hi folks, welcome to Greg's Workshop. I'm Greg, and today we're going to be replacing this contraption I have for cutting sheet goods. So this is what I have right now. Sheet goods come in either through the front door or off the rack here and come in this way. A couple folding sawhorses, they're metal. Problem is that the legs don't lock out. They just fold up real easy. And so oftentimes when I'm putting a sheet on, I put the narrow edge down and I slide it. And that pushes these, or these slide, or the far one falls over, or it just doesn't work. So we're going to try and build something out of 2x4s and scrap siding that will hold a sheet of plywood, will allow me to push it both directions without it collapsing or sliding, and will hopefully break down for easy storage. So we're going to give that a shot today. Hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't work, you'll never see this. So if you're seeing this, spoiler, it worked.
First stop is the miter saw. Cut everything to length. Then we're going to cut gusset plates from the scrap siding.
So got all my pieces cut. Got 2 rails cut to 7 feet long. That way it's a little bit shorter than the plywood. 4 legs cut to 20.5 inches. So that'll give us an overall height of 24, which is exactly the height that I need to store this where I hope to store it. Marked in 6 inches from either edge. So we'll throw up the square. We'll smear on some glue. And use that as a rough guess of where the glue needs to go. Boy, that is flowing slow. We'll tack it on. What I'm using for fasteners is a framing nailer with ring shank stainless steel nails. Is it overkill? Yes, it certainly is. But it's what I got. I got it here already, so I might as well use it. I should also have hearing protection on.
It may be overkill to trim off the corner of the scrap, but I think it looks better. I'm using some narrower gussets on the back side of the legs. I don't think I need the full width, the full lateral stability on both sides. I just need to make sure it doesn't break.
Now that we have the legs and the rails assembled, we're going to mark the notches that we're going to cut here to accept the cross pieces. We're going to come over about 7.5 inches. You can see I put these nails out of the way here so that they won't interfere with the notch that we're about to cut. Come over 7.5 inches. We'll put a square on there, draw a line all the way across. I have, of course, already made sure that the ends here are lined up. And then we'll come over another 1.5 inches, right about there, and do the same thing. We'll do the same on the other end, and we'll get these notches cut. So these are the cross pieces. These are what are going to bridge those 2 rails with those notches. So we need to cut some corresponding notches in these. We're going to come in about 4 inches. Well, not about 4 inches. We're going to come in 4 inches, make a mark, The thickness on those now with the siding on each side is 2 5/16 inches. So we're going to come over 2 5/16, right about there. Again, we're going to get our square. I have these temporarily screwed together so that all the measurements will transfer properly. We'll make that mark. We'll do the same on the other end, then we'll cut to a depth of 2 inches. Those other notches are 1.5 inches deep, so if we come down 1.5 inches here, these notches need to come up 2 inches to give us a more or less flat level surface. Just got everything cut. Time to put it together. I'm gonna guess, start off with one rail, get a cross piece here. Yeah, that fits all right. Get the other rail. That fits all right. Last cross piece, a little tight, but it fits. A little bit rickety, but I don't think it's going to fall over. Let's put a piece of plywood on and see. Not a full sheet of plywood, but still pretty heavy. Yeah, it moves a little bit. I'll probably come up with some lateral bracing. Make that a little stronger, but certainly better than what I had. And that's the project. Pretty simple. Took me about an hour, even with recording and changing camera angles and all that stuff. Probably could make it better. I'll make some improvements, post it up to my Instagram after the video's up. If you like that video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notified of new videos every other Saturday, more or less. Leave a comment or question down below, and I'll see you next time on Greg's Workshop.
Little bonus here for those of you who stuck around to the end. This is what it looks like broken down and stored. See, it takes up very little space.